Hello, everybody from BSG Annual 2021. Welcome back. I'm your host, Recolt. You might have seen me before in the fawn, but that's not important right now. Before we get started with this run, I do have a $5 donation that I want to mention from Kala saying, I saw Lost Kingdoms had a couple thousand viewers and I did a spit take. Super stoked to have seen it at an event. I'm in love with a Total Doll plush too. I hope you win that one. But for now, it's time for Rustler with Danjio. Take it away.
Hello everyone. Long-time viewer, first-time runner. Greetings from Germany. My name is Danjio. I'm going to show you today a speedrun of Rustler. So the first thing we are going to do is exit the game, like true professionals, and show you the intro of the game because it's just fantastic. So let's get through company logos. So enjoy a little bit of this while I explain to you what Rustler really is. So Rustler is a GTA 2 inspired game that plays in the Middle Ages. And you play someone called Guy. That's his name. Very creative. And yeah, you will see some fancy executions, some funny skips. Hopefully the game won't crash. Right now it's on early access, but it will release in about 2 weeks. So we will see. Yeah, the humor is on point in this game, but we won't see a lot of it because we're gonna skip through most of the dialogue. But there's tons of side quests with a lot of references to Monty Python and other pop culture phenomena. I guess you can say it like that, right? Because
That's definitely a parody game.
yeah. But the main focus on the speedrun is execution. Mostly execution. And a little bit of luck. So, that was the live action intro. As we're gonna start a new game. The timer is running?
Give a countdown for that. Or just
3,
say
2, 1, started. So, because we changed the category last minute, what we're gonna do, the very first thing is we are going to enable cheats.
And that is really important for having a fun speedrun.
And then we set our money to 10,000. Oh, wait. English keyboard layout. God damn it. Okay, boom, there we have it. So why we need 10,000 is because during the run we need to accumulate money in order to progress through the story. And money accumulation in this game is kinda weird. So
Yeah.
force oriented.
Way before, about like 20 minutes into the run, we would have had to do half an hour of horse races to get enough money, and that would have been the fastest way. And it's not the best, the most fun way of getting money. So for the sake of the speedrun, we're allowing this right now, but when the game actually releases in a few weeks, we'll re-look at how money is earned.
Yeah, hopefully in a better way. Otherwise, it will be just any percent will be really tedious then. But with the cheats, we have a little bit of leeway also in the estimate. Also, my horse luck is not really great. So, in terms of RNG in this game, the only thing that can screw you is enemy combat and horse luck. As we will have a lot of sequences where we need to find a new horse after a mission, and it's very important to get fast horses as they have different speeds. As you can see, like the hackney we had before was very slow, the stallion is quite fast. but you always get a stallion in this mission. So next up we have to bring the stone horse to our buddy, which he is actually called Buddy, and we are Guy. So
good names.
Very good names, indeed. So a lot of e-spamming to get through the dialogue. Some ambulance as well.
We were actually told by the developers that if you hold E, that we could like native, mash through the text, but it doesn't work apparently.
Maybe in the next update. Who knows?
Yeah.
So now we are plowing our mom's acre. No pun intended. That's just what we have to do, and we done it. So, and now
we
through
did our
the
first quest.
black screen, we just skip some. So skills are important at a later point, not right now. Thank you, game. High season, the next mission where we have to kill a knight, and we learn how to use a crossbow. So as you can see, some of this stuff is just optional. We can just go onto our horse and it skips some requirements for the quest. As we're taking a weird way here. So now we're getting this, and we shoot before the tutorial. It counts perfect. And the next shot. Very good. So now for the first trickery, we're gonna get horse speed, which is the fastest horse in the game, I would reckon. There might be a faster horse, but we have not access to that one.
Yeah,
it is a tedious side quest.
Yeah, you need to do a lot of stupid side quests for that. That was a nice shot.
That was indeed a nice shot. So now we are letting some of the dialogue run so we can reload, and just shortly before we are ready to shoot again, we skip through all the dialogue and immediately shoot the knight. So that was a very nice sequence right here. So now we pick up his body and bring him to the cemetery.
At least you're cleaning up after yourself. That is nice. Can't say that about my run of GTA.
Yeah. So we're bashing through the fence over here. And that is our second quest done. But we get our first skill, which is horse pickup, the most important skill in the game. And horse luck is not on our side right now. We are sitting on another hackney. Could be worse, could be a war toys. But as you can see, the speed difference between the hackney and the horse speed, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the biggest RNG thing in the game. What kind of horses spawn.
Yeah.
However, it is something good that there's police in the game, and their horses are generally pretty alright.
Yeah, they're good. So we switch to Warhoof, as Warhoof is slightly faster than the hackney. So and now we're gonna do another skip, which is unfortunately not right now. If you very perfectly press F to mount your horse in a quest marker, you are able to mount the horse during the cutscene, so you save some time over there. But nonetheless, we are now on the way to ride to the Bard, which will give us a whole lot of trouble. So there's the taxi horse, which is also pretty fast. But we stick to Warhorse right now. Okay. So now we have to defend the Bard, so we're just standing here defending him with all of our life. Well, yeah, that was indeed a tough crowd. And now 3 people want to beat him up. Let's see if we can swoop them first try. Ah, sweet. That was sweet. They lined up.
Can't complain about that.
No, that was pretty good. So now, as you can see, the bard is basically our radio, as horses don't have radio, so with pressing 2 we can switch the song. And now we have
some K-Rose.
I wish. K-Rose was my favorite GTA. Oh no.
Yeah, same.
That is bad. That is bad. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That is RNG, not on our side right now, but we can pull it off. Perfect.
He was standing next to you, I love that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is our tutorial evolution on Wanted level, which is just ripping off the Wanted poster, like in... What's the game? In Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. So, now we have the quest completed, and now we're going for strength. And before we do that, we can actually showcase a little bit of MMA, I would assume, because there are also some side things to do besides horse racing, which is MMA. And MMA has really RNG heavy combat. There are rounds you can finish easily, and then there are other rounds where they just won't attack you. So this is where the enemy RNG comes in the combat, and this is also where you have some of the money farming to do. And I just want to show it off a little bit, as we have a lot of time since we don't do all of the required horse racing. So this is a prime example of combat not doing me a favor, where they just stand there and do nothing and defend. And you get rewards as well here, so if you completely beat the arena you get some armor. So that would be actually nice to have.
Are you gonna do all of it?
Huh?
Are you gonna do all of it?
Maybe for the armor. It could be useful so we don't die. Because there's some... You know, just to be safe. But we have right now a pretty decent MMA, I would say. Quick kills. And they had to change the MMA balance as well, because it used to be very easy. You could have one-shotted the guy early on, but now we even have a spear, so hooray. And as you can see, the MMA gives you all the time a preset of weapons. Can you attack me? Yeah, thank you. And he's dead. So next up comes the deep fryers. They're a bit annoying because it's a fist fight only. MMA. It's not really challenging, it's just tedious more than anything. So, and there are two types of attacks. There is just the normal punching, and then there's charge attacks. And if they're blocking like that, you can just use a charge attack to knock them out, get them up, punch them a bit, knock them out. So that's generally the fastest way to do fist combat. Sometimes they don't fall over, that's nice, then you get a second punch in, and then the last one. And this is the hardest MMA fight. There's a second one they added recently, and that one is a joke. That one is an actual joke. Compared to this...
You did this before.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I think the Weird Sisters is the most difficult fight here. So
yeah.
Not this one. You after.
Okay. Have one guy nearly dead. Can I break his shield, please? Yep, okay, now he has no shield left. And he wasted me, but that's okay. We're gonna lose our horse, but we didn't have the fastest horse anyway. So this is what I mean with the combat. It can be very RNG heavy. If they just don't act, if they just go back, block.
Do you mind if I do a quick plug for the next game?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so right after Rustler is Cyber Shadow, assuming our estimate is correct. And there are some donation incentives for that, including the character color choice, which can be either pink, red, orange, green, cyan, or blue. Currently, pink is in the lead with €5. So anything can still happen with that. Oh, but if you like pink, support us some more. And next to that, there is a kill versus spare subject alpha, which both don't have any money put towards it. So if you really want subject alpha to either be killed or saved, let us know by putting your money towards that. In the meantime, you're fighting the torch and the pitchfork.
Yep. And I win. But that's good. Get me a sword back. And
Yeah, all these fights are kind of weird because either you have a sword or you have a spear. Spears are really good for combat.
The Weird Sisters. The hardest fight. Small arena, 3 people, dangerous weapons. We have a spear and a sword, and the sword is very aggressive. You don't have a lot of room to dodge. So our top priority is getting rid of the sword. Oh wow, she wasted me. In the same frame I wasted her. Unlucky. Unlucky. But yeah, this is without a doubt the hardest fight. Come on. Because they can just corner you like that, and then it's really tough to dodge. And then sometimes you don't have the angle to block. Now I had it, and now I cannot get hit again. So I need to play it super safe. Come on, attack. Yep, perfect. Okay. Can you just attack normally, please? Nope. She doesn't like to attack normally. It's rough. Just attack me, come on. Give me that armor. Because we need the armor probably later on when we have to flee from the police. So that's gonna be a crucial item to have. Okay, that was a good set. Even though I got stabbed twice by the spear. Okay, the sword is dead. Now we can...
Definitely says the spear is like the second hardest.
Yeah.
As long as you can keep your distance.
Okay, spear is down. Now we should be able to finish this. Without a problem, there we go, defeated it, third try. And now we get everything we ever wanted. And now we go to the parking spaces, and hopefully there's a horse speed. There isn't, there's a hackney. That's quite unfortunate. And on to our next main quest.
Oh no, this quest.
Yep. Yep, so right now the next quest is going to be a bit tricky as it can crash the game. With the skip we try to pull off here. So let's hope it doesn't crash. Also, I wish I didn't have a hackney. Horse RNG is not gentle to me. But there we go, we have the mounting skip. As you can see, during the loading screen, he will just mount the horse. And now, are you going on the horse? Yeah, perfect. So skipping through a bit of dialogue over here. Be careful. Oh, there you go. There's horse speed. So we're just saving time by just mounting this horse, as you can see immediately.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how fast this thing is.
So and now... Oh no, I don't have the crossbow. We can't even skip. Unlucky. Because I got wasted before. So we have to do it the normal way. Usually you want to hit him with a crossbow, and then you skip all the phases he has. And now we have to again wait for him to fight like a man. Can we pick up that one?
Didn't riding into him with a crossbow work? Sorry, with the horse itself.
With the horse itself it won't, because you need a card to do that. A card does more damage.
Okay. Because I remember this mission is where I found the thing.
So space to dodge. For whatever reason he attacks you earlier. Okay, we nearly killed him, which is funny.
Which would have been good, honestly.
Yeah, but...
Yeah,
we didn't.
Urp is our boss, he's our good friend.
Now I have another problem, we can't even do this skip here. Sad.
Oh no, another one. He's half that.
Oh, decent.
He is that.
So usually you can also snipe this guy from very far away if you have the crossbow. Make it very, very simple to carry him around, but he died in a good spot, and now we can travel to the butcher to get rid of the body, because that's what you do. There's a nice horse speed, we can't use this mission. Okay. And this is one of the missions where horse RNG can lose you a lot of time, as you don't keep the card, and then it depends on what spawns right here. Let's see. That's bad.
Yeah,
that's good.
Really good. Oh yeah.
That's a nice taxi horse. Then we're gonna pick up... Oh no. That's not... Oh god. So he hit my taxi horse, unfortunately. That means taxi horse will be a bit slower. But that's okay. We can still outride them.
What else do you expect from an injured horse?
Exactly. So the reason we are collecting the horseshoes is because at 5 horseshoes you get another skill point. And that skill point will help you level up your stuff. So now that we do that, we have the 5,000. We can just go ahead, oh perfect, skip again. Medieval martial arts. So what we are going to do here is do another round of MMA, but it will be shorter and much easier. Because it's quest bound to do that.
You might know the trope about, you know, expecting a newbie to utterly fail at a fighting arena, and then you don't fail.
Okay. So, first off, we have to fist fight, I think. Is it a fist fight? Yeah. Of course it is a fist fight. What else? Get up. Perfect. We take his gold as well. So, yeah, that was beginner's luck, blah blah blah. Second round will be a bit tougher because he has a stick. But that doesn't really matter to me because I have a sword. But he can still block the sword with a stick. Just shows you how overpowered sticks are in this game. Oh wow, I couldn't even dodge there. So we've done that. We're not picking up the armor yet. So this is why we have the armor right now, because if we lose the armor in this MMA fight, we can just pick it back. And his name is R because that's the sound we make when we get hit by his spear. But we just roll into him, or not. There we go, spear added to the inventory.
We definitely needed that armor. Nice.
Yep. We also need health, but...
Fine.
Let's see. Nope. Ah, there it is. Perfect. So we got a health pickup, and now we can get full damage. So now if we hit enemies, they also bleed heavily. Which is nice. So at this point we should have done horse racing, but we can straight up skip that. Because now he wants our 5,000 to forge papers. There you go, spent 5,000 Polish gold. Pedestrians pushing me away. And now we have to steal a supply card from the government.
Yeah, they have fake, or they have real diplomatic paper. And we need that paper for our fake identity card.
So...
I still know this game.
Yeah, I know. The problem is we still don't have a crossbow, so that condemnment was unlucky. Oh! I've never done this! This is actually the first time I've done this. Amazing, it worked.
Nice spear.
That was indeed. That was... like, honestly, I always had a crossbow at this, and I've never tried that, so this is a first. Guys, you're welcome. In a marathon, spearing that guy. WWE might want to hire me. The execution of that spear.
So it's pretty convenient that you get two of those wanted star reducers along the route.
Yep. And they nearly killed my armor again, so yeah. Definitely the safe play to do the first MMA regardless, just to be on the safe side.
At least it's not that far away.
So now, horse RNG.
I
Yes,
think you
horse
might
speed.
want to reduce your microphone audio just a little bit when
Just
you
a
get
little bit?
excited.
Okay.
Or do it during the, what do you call it? The thing where you need to wait for a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the black market painter, right. Okay, so can I please get rid of the police? I should have taken the poster. Yep, let's take this poster. So now the black market painter. I can probably do it during the black market painter. So... he will make our passport picture that we desperately need, so we just stand still here and let me reduce in OBS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have it now on minus 4.5, so I hope that works. So this is our pretty face right here. It's amazing, isn't it? So, they saw my face, they called the ambulance in real life. It's okay. Because now we are bringing him the picture, we brought him the paper.
Now you'll be the proud owner of a passport.
Not quite yet. As we need the stamp for it to be official. And I think his brother or cousin or something like that has the stamp. So we're gonna find him south of here. He's wearing a horse mask. And now we get a weirdly smelling seal. And now you can just add up to yourself where that seal was beforehand. Okay, yep, that's good. You can scream Now we have 6 skill points, we get stamina up. And now to kind of the halfway point of the game, as this is the last quest on the first island. And we need to be careful of our horse. That is our main priority right now, taking care of that horse. So first of all, give me that crossbow.
That's nice. So currently we need to wait like a full minute before our certificate is done.
Yes.
And that one police guy with the crossbow is the only one we need to kill, because he's the only one that can hurt us. Just look what we're doing with the police right now.
So the reason why we are kiting them for a minute, if we kill them now, we get 3 heads and 4 heads, and stronger enemies will arrive. But if you just kite them, on the way to the next destination there will be 2 posters. So we reduce our wanted level to 0, and that's pretty much the fastest way, and we don't have to fight. Rawr. Hit me. So, let's see, 3, 2, 1, 0. A perfect mount. They will hesitate for a moment there. And now we can just rush to Buddy, as we're losing the chase. So here's convenient poster number 1. And convenient poster number 2 is even more convenient than before, because it's right here and Buddy is right here. Perfect. And now we can enter the great tournament. On the second island, as we have everything, we can pass this bridge, because this bridge is only for nobles, and we even get a horse.
Yeah. We got a present.
Yeah, okay. I parked my horse pretty badly, so we take the victory lap. Oh god.
Yeah, that is the worst thing you could have done.
But hey, now we get an unskippable cutscene for the next 2 minutes, so if you have any donations or want to plug anything...
I do have a donation. So while we're running away from the police and getting caught by everyone, I would like to read this donation by totally not named Dan, who was the co-commentator for Lost Kingdoms in the previous run. $5, €5, saying a few euros for my fellow Dan. Thank you, Dan. Does his money go towards anything? No, did not go to a bit, which I would recommend you looking at.
It's Herb.
Yeah, it's our boss, Herb.
So what have happened is he found out that we tried to do the tournament as well, and he's not happy about it because he wants to win. So the first 2 quests we did is steal the horse from one knight and kill the other knight, and then he essentially used that to get here as well. And we had to do it the hard way with the forger. But anyway, now we sentenced to a lifetime of labor in the quarry. Yup. And you know how that feels like. We get a pickaxe and we are smashing stone. But we get 8 skill points for that, so go us.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. A very, very big cow. So we skip. So we'll max level that one.
I mean, you do get powerful in prison.
Yeah, I also should get max HP. So, now on this very slow horse, we're gonna do that. Oh no. 3 hits. And now you can already assume why it's a very, very big cow. Oh no, oh no, horse, behave, come on. Don't get stuck in the wall. Okay, the rest is skippable, thank god. And we found the T-Rex. They're talking about the devil, and it might be... Yeah, I don't know, but it's going to come in handy. Yeah, but people think it's either a very, very big cow or the devil placed it. So... Now we have to beat up the biggest guy. There he is, look at that. He looks big. Let's punch him. That was easy. And now all of his friends come. And then he rescued a puppy and shit like that. Yeah. And he taught me reading. So we actually beat up a very nice guy, and now they're angry that we beat up the nice guy. So that is number 2. That's number 3. Oh. Don't attack my buddy. And that's number 4. Perfect. Good fight. And now we get a visitor. And it is our mom. And she will
Probably the only person
that will ever come to us, yeah. I mean, she should be thankful we plowed her acre earlier in the game, so... Now she gave us a hot potato. And if you know what a hot potato means, then... You know what's going to happen. It is indeed a bomb, so now we need to hide the bomb. We're gonna hide it next to the guard's post. And
I think there are a few locations you can go to.
yes, but they were all like, I don't need a bomb here, or this is a bad place. And here you need to be careful. If you skip too fast with the dialogue and you're not on the horse, you're still mounting there riding, and it will give you a 5-star bounty and you failed the quest. Because you tried to escape, even though you're still in the prison. Just mounting the horse. So...
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie!
I don't know why that alert played. My bad. I really have...
That was really loud.
I really don't know why. I have 3 scenes. I made a new scene. It's weird. Anyways. I have 3 sources in this scene. And none of them is an alert. OBS, please. Anyway, so now we arrived at the woodcutting place, aka the forest. We're gonna pick up the axe, and then oh come on, we have to find herbs. There is number 1. Down here is number 2. Oh, on the other side. God damn it. And number 3 is on the top left. Yep. And now this was a very hard part before, because now we have a checkpoint reach, so it's not that bad. Before that update came with the checkpoints, if you failed here, you had to do the whole quest again. And that's a lot of time loss.
Yeah, the fighting here is pretty awful.
Okay. And also I need to protect the guards. If the guards die, it's game over. So that went well. We have now a spear and a sword again. And we are riding back to the quarry. So let's overtake the guys. Yep, we got the herbs. So, just be careful that they're actually following through and not leaving one behind and getting a reset to the last checkpoint again. Okay,
Do you know what's happening with the map? It's sometimes flashing white. Never seen that before.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that map actually. Okay, skip through all the dialogue, telling Buddy all about our plan to escape from here, and We could get a crossbow reload actually. That's what I'm gonna do anyway. And we immediately go into high stakes. Probably the best music coming up right now in the whole game. So, we have all the important weapons we need to escape. There is the Inquisition about the skeleton. Oh, of course we have to burn some people on the stake for it.
It's a cow.
Is it a cow? I don't know about that, so... Let's just burn the stake, and now you can quite imagine what will happen if all of these 3 stakes will burn. So, if you have any jam emotes in chat, now is the time. Maybe Rekilt will do a sing-along as well.
Oh, we're singing.
We might be, right? You know the song, I guess.
It's been a while, okay?
To break free. I want to break free. Want to break free. Okay, I don't know the lyrics. Anyway, so now we are genociding the whole prison. That's what you would do in an any percent run. Kill all of these people for some gold. And then next up we have to protect the Inquisition. I don't know why it switches weapons here, which can be... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, no.
I never expect you missing.
Oh my god.
Protecting the Inquisition. No, that's okay.
Oh my god. Thank you. Jesus. Combat RNG. So now, we could continue with stabbing people on the way. But also, here's the thing about those who are not dancing will attack us later on. So what we are just gonna do is kill them. So they won't attack us.
He was dancing. He was dancing.
Yeah, they give us gold. So, see, those 2 guys are not dancing. And he isn't dancing. See, he's just stretching. And he wasn't dancing either.
Can't believe them.
So, he's running on the ground, gets stabbed. Nice moves, gets stabbed. Because we have a lot of time on our hands while he's running.
Running.
Yes. He's running fast. He's like Sonic. And now we're gonna blow up this wall. And he gives us the weirdest of countdowns. 7, 10 damage, chicken, little 3. There you go.
Reminder, this is before school was invented.
So now we will evade this guy and the other guy.
And now we're currently, doing a prison break with a bomb.
Yup.
Let's just finish watching prison break.
So, but now we're gonna do some optimized threats instead of running all the way. Where's the horse? Come on. Okay, he's stuck. Nice. Or not. Oh my god, come on. Okay, well, that didn't work quite as planned. Don't what?
What? Jailed?
Oh wow. Reload checkpoint then.
Thank you.
Unlucky.
Base developers, we have checkpoints now.
Yes. So we don't have to burn the stake again.
Yeah, this is not too bad. It could be worse.
Yeah. It could have been way worse. But the combat is kind of jank sometimes. So, we're again escaping from these guys. The good thing is, once you have a checkpoint, you keep all your weaponry. And, oh wow, what? Okay. Perfect. I take that. Thank you very much. Give me your horse. And now we just ride to our next safe house, which is right here. Jump off the horse. Take care of it. Perfect. And we get another 4 skill points for breaking from the prison. And we're gonna upgrade for faster reloading on the crossbow. We're gonna place the Gardner. And hopefully the drugs will stop working after a while. And we all know that quote. Oh, there you go.
Oh, hey, I know that game.
It's almost like GTA San Andreas.
I know, right?
So, the good thing is we have already a fast horse, so we don't have to kill the police officer that patrols usually around here if you don't checkpoint. So, can we do something fun? Maybe? Maybe not? Yes, there you go. We have a blinking horse now. Because it's a police horse. But we don't have any sirens. So, just a blinking horse, you know. The usual. Now we have to get our stick out. Because this is a non-lethal mission. And we have to hit him. Just like that. Okay, crossbow is down. Sword is down. Can we get him? Oh my god. For real. Yes, thank you. And he will just surround buddy. He won't do anything. Okay. Now we have a crossbow. Again. Once again. That's good. And we have now to ride to the other end of the map. Ich kann jetzt nicht. So. Where do we have? Yeah. So, any more donations, Rickert?
Currently, there are no more donations.
Or anything you want to plug?
Yes, it is. I do want to say that we are raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to preventing mental health issues and to support everyone who is dealing with mental issues themselves or within their family. All 100% of your donations will go to Mind. And next to that, we do want to thank one of our friends, ESA, for supporting the event and for allowing us to stream their channel. For information about their upcoming events and any changes due to the COVID-19 outbreak, be sure to check out their website or follow their Twitter, which both can be found on esamarathon.com.
So, we got another mount in the cutscene. That's pretty sweet. So he told us all about where Herb is and was, and now we need to get to the great tournament.
Currently not at home.
Where we have the second MMA arena. We could showcase it, I guess, but I don't know. What do you think, Rico? Should we showcase the second one as well?
Not needed, not needed.
Yeah, I feel so as well. What would I get next? I guess nothing of the ordinary right now. So, we have now 2 main quests. It used to be just 1. But the developer added a new quest for the law's sake. As we are right now currently wanted. We need to get rid of that. And in order to do so, they added a new quest for it. So, and that's gonna be a very long quest because we have to ride all over the place. And
oh, it's that quest. Yeah. Not a fan of this quest.
Me neither. Unless the game G-baited me right now and sends me to the informant. That would be sad. But I don't think it does. Does it? Map. Nope, it doesn't. Because we have to go to see our mum first. And then our mum will tell us, hey, your dad wants to talk to you. Or I know who your dad is, let's write to him. And then you write to your dad, and then, quote-unquote dad, tells you you have to do another thing, and then you write all over the place, an offer you can't refuse, and once you've done the whole quest, you get 10 gold.
Yeah, it's literally just a joke of a reward. But hey, you got your father's eyes.
Yes. So, now we're riding with our mum on the police horse. Back
Against a tree.
Against the tree, and then back to civilization. That was not intended. I'm very sorry that I hit you with that horse. So, can we... I kind of need a new horse because of the stamina, but if I see a fast one, I will switch it out. That is not a fast one.
No, it's not.
So this is the first time we enter the city actually as well. Don't. So, entering the city, there's horse speed, but now it's too late. So, this beautiful city, big city. And
Literally a maze.
yeah. And I missed the entry. There it is. So he's obviously the godfather. And we're gonna do some quests. Collect some horse shit is our next quest. I do think, yeah, we don't have any, so...
I mean, we have a horse, but that doesn't work. We need some...
It can work if we not mount it. Like sometimes it drops.
It's super random.
Nope. So, that's gonna take a bit until we collect some. So usually you want to ride somewhere where a lot of horses are. We could also try to tail one, but I feel like we have better chances if we just ride randomly around. Or we just switch places and hope someone will... I know where we can find.
I would go, yeah.
Back to the city.
Well, not in the city, but just like somewhere outside of it.
Somewhere outside of it?
So, we should mention that this is a new quest and
yeah.
hasn't properly been routed in yet.
And also this is RNG anyway, so if you got condemned or jailed in an MMA or a quest before and you lost your horse manure, then yeah, then you have to find it the other way. So, and I think the fastest way to do that is just go back to the first city, because there will be houses where they just empty out their buckets. And hopefully that will give us some horse manure.
I think today is like the one day that everyone has some bowel problems.
It feels like it. Okay, so no one is dropping anything here.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool how sometimes you can see an NPC just hanging out the window, dropping.
Yeah, they're camera shy apparently.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Say hello to ESA.
Please. Please, someone. Don't spit on the floor. Just empty your bucket somewhere, please. No one. Is this now our life?
They patched it.
So he's beatboxing about pierogi. So they're making love up there. He's looking out of the window, but he's not dropping anything. That's quite unfortunate right now.
Can you open some crates? Maybe it's in there?
I don't think it drops from crates.
Yeah. Me neither, but...
We need a horse. We need a live horse.
There's so many horses.
And none of them poop. They usually poop a lot. That's the thing. They usually poop a lot. But today the bowel, the RNG is not with us.
That reminds me of Digimon World, where they poop twice as much in the European version.
Oh, come on. Can you just poop, horse, please? Can I make you poop?
In the meantime,
God damn it.
okay, while you're searching for some adventure manure, I guess. Can I remind you that when donating, we actually have some prizes to give away. Where is the prize thing? I swear I'm prepared. So we do have some prizes to give away. We have some gaming gift cards for either the Steam store, PlayStation Network, Xbox, or the Nintendo eShop. In either 25 euros or 50 euros. And currently, if you donate... Again, I'm prepared. If you donate more than 10 euros, you get the... Yeah, what am I saying? You are eligible for the $50 Euro gift card. If you donate more than 5 euros, you can check out the Total Dial plush, which is really nice looking. And later on in the event, you're eligible to win a Displate, which is a metallic poster of Majora's Mask, which is also the last run of the game.
Oh my god.
Marathon.
Some nice prizes.
Yeah, but have you heard of the grand prize? Ooh, you got some.
I got some, but it is not from the horse. Damn it.
Check the countryside.
I probably have to... Imagine the run failing because we couldn't find any poop. That would be... That's something.
Yeah. And then the big grand prize that we have is donated by Delfino Customs, which we're having a partnership with. A BSG colored custom PlayStation 2 controller. And dare I say, I am so in love with it, but unfortunately I can't win. So I'm just going to be happy for the person who is actually going to win it. And all you need to do is have a minimum donation of 15 euros. How cool is that?
So, right now I'm actually really struggling to find poop. Which is weird. Usually you get a lot of those, but once you need them in a quest, right? You will never find it. There it is! Finally! Thank you, horse! Jesus, that took long. Long. But we have it. Because now we're gonna have to throw it at some noble. Because we need to get him to give him his... we want his estate, basically. So, lose the chase.
Yeah, unfortunately, the police came.
Yep.
And the best way of losing a lot of heat, if there are not a lot of wanted posters, is going to the spray for pay.
Yep.
Which obviously is not a GTA ripoff. Nuh-uh. Totally original. It starts with spray.
I've never seen a paint spray before. Pimp a horse.
Pimp
There
a
you
horse.
go. We've done that. Now we have a white
What
horse
game is
speed.
Rampage then? Oh, that's Retro City Rampage. Getting my games mixed up.
Ay, 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 ay. Oh yeah, I just saw it, the white flashing on the minimap. Yeah, I don't know what that is. So, now we need to steal the horse from the nobleman. Which is quite slower, because it's a four hoof. But we also have to take it to the butcher shop.
Yeah, if you've ever seen The Godfather, you might actually you will remember what happens next.
Yup, that's exactly what's going to happen. So... Dum-dum-dum. Let me go through here, and then down to the butcher. So, please don't despawn, taxi horse. Oh, now we have to find a card. Right. So in order to do that... Yeah, just give me that.
Does
We
that
just have to get
card
it.
work?
No, we have to get it from
Yeah.
the other side of town.
Yeah, I wanted to say there are bodies on here.
Yeah. There's a specific card that you need. It's marked with a quest marker.
An entity card even.
Yes. Because the first time I tried this quest, I'm like, what card does he need? And then I checked that there are 2 arrows. So it leads you to this exact card. Because I don't think you can find this card empty on the road, usually. There's a taxi horse. So now, with this card and this horse, we have now the horse head on the back. And now instead of going onto a fast horse and going back, we have to take this card to the other side of the map again. This is why this map quest is so tedious. We could also try to pay 10 gold for that, so we don't have to ride all the way there. So thank you for that, developers, for adding quick... How do you call it?
Quick travel.
Yeah. Fast
Quick
travel.
travel.
Fast travel, yeah.
Fast travel, that's it.
Yes. English very good. So... Sometimes I just forget vocabulary in English. It's quite amazing. So once we park the cart outside, then we have to do the next step, which is set everything on fire. Hello, Bard. How are you? Go like this. And like that. So now his goons will fight.
Fortunately, not too awful. Oh, there are a lot of goons.
Yeah, but they are all unarmed, so... That makes it easier.
If only the stamina mechanic wasn't as busted.
Okay, and the last one. And then lose the chase. So the good thing is, he will be confused for a second, so he won't pull us off straight away. And now we can return to the Godfather. To get our measly payment. But yeah, the second half of the quest went better than expected. Just the first half was...
For sure. Again, this is literally the pain of an early access speedrun.
Okay, we've done it. Hooray us.
Hooray you.
And now we can finally do the normal quests that are not tedious. I don't know why they made this quest in particular so tedious. Oh, I just need to get up there.
Getting out of this town is really...
It can be sometimes really bad, but there we are.
The next one, Rock Solid?
In Rock Solid Adventure... no, first we need to get the Bard. Right. Let's see. Is it Rock Solid? Yeah, Rock Solid Adventure. I just don't quite always follow the quest names. I just know we get the Bard here. First the swords. Right. The Bard is then the next quest. I think. No. We will see. I know the game, by the way.
You've played this before?
I've played this before. I currently own the world record in any percent with horse racing. And without the cheats. So we get this fancy... Please tell me, okay, I have a pickaxe. So first of all, we try to pull out the stone. The sword out of the stone. And I think it's some sort of magic sword that if we pull it out, we're gonna become something higher than a peasant.
Yeah, a king. A sword fit.
For example, yeah. That would be one word to describe it. Ow. He just smashed through me there.
These peasants don't like that we're using our brains to get a sword out of a rock.
Yeah, because they're not worthy, right?
Yeah. What do you do if someone's not or is worthy and you're not? Get rid of it.
Oh my god, can I please hit him? Okay, you first.
Do you want to mind them?
Maybe. I try to. So now, mine the ancient stone. It won't break. We need something more strong. So we're gonna steal a card with explosives now. Yay, explosives! Who doesn't love explosives in chat, right? We all do. Okay. So of course, it is heavily protected by the city guards. So not get hit by the leopard. And picking up the poster is kind of cool. Yeah, so we don't get chased too much. And then we play a little round of hide and seek. So this should be enough.
So just like in GTA, or most GTAs, if you have 1 star and you don't do anything, it will go away a little bit. Is that close by? No.
Nope.
What's the police doing?
Come on. But that's good. The police is disappearing, so that means I won't get a wanted when I explode this. So now we can pick up Excalibur and fight the artists, because this was just an art installation. This isn't even a mythical sword. And he's fighting with a sword and a pellet. And we can't even pick up his money. That's the real tragedy here. So, now we don't have a horse, and this is where we can upgrade horse stamina. Can we please get a horse? Yes, thank you.
See, that's what I meant about liking the new one. Well,
Okay.
this wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, no.
The horse is terrible, but...
It's decent, it's a full hoof. So you can also collect notes, as you can kill bards and they will drop their guitar. And then you can play songs on it as well. And the more notes you have, the better you play. not want to crash into that horse. Thank you very much.
Look,
his horse speed is still down there. What?
What?
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
I also am a big fan, but it didn't work. So in Vino Veritas, this is now where we get the bard. So we sign up for the tournament. We have the money. Yeah. Where we get everyone drunk. So again, just the amount of speed horse speed gives us. So in an ideal speed run, you will always sit on a horse speed when equivalent to it. So yeah, we want to sign up, 5,000, and now we have to visit the herbalists. Because we want to have an advantage over our competitors, and that advantage is being sober. I mean, it's one advantage, right?
Definitely agree.
So we're riding through here. And as you can see, the herbalist already made everyone drunk around here in town. And we need you. Because he's essential for the quest.
It's pretty cool that he's like right there.
I don't know if they placed him there intentionally or...
I don't think so.
Because if they didn't, it's super convenient. And I love it. So we need that horseshoe here. And then we grab the last horseshoe from the tournament area. And we have a free skill point to use. So now we park the car. Distract the guards with a tactical bard. I just love that it's called a tactical bard. And now we can deliver the goods into the establishment here. So, first up, we give him something to drink. So this is an automatic crossbow, but it's bad. It's a really bad weapon. It doesn't do nearly the damage that the normal crossbow does. So we do not want that one. We roll through here. So now we made all the knights drunk. And they will give us now the weirdest dares. This one is a pretty hard dare, actually. Get on a very heavy horsey and enjoy some DUI. Even though I don't think it should be DUI, more like RUI. Because you're riding and not driving.
Yeah, riding under influence, I agree.
Yeah. But yeah,
we do not recommend or want you to do the same thing.
So ramming speed, we don't have any control over the horse properly, but we did it. So now, as we can see, he can't deflect any arrows. He thought he could because he was drunk. It didn't work. And now he did. So here we get more armor, which is nice. And now hack and slash, which is the first part of the tournament. And you can already imagine what will happen. There's the daughter, she's grumpy. Hooray! That was an easy fight. Except the halberd.
Galahad, Roderick, these are all names of some circular table.
Next up, Sir Gavin. Can you just attack normally? Thank you. And one more time? No. One more time. Just attack normally. Come on. Attack normally. There you go. Thank you. We got another skill point, but not quite enough.
Aw, that's unfortunate.
Yep, this is unfortunate. But the good thing is, we can now do the quest over here, which is Eye of the Horse. And this is going to be one of the trickier quests, because it has a lot to do with memorization. But you will see that in a moment. Ah, god damn it.
What do you forget?
We got a war toys.
I know.
That's bad. Oh my god, buddy, please. Stop getting stuck in.
As you can see, Buddy is not our buddy anymore.
No. Ended my friendship with Buddy. Now Rickert is my new best friend. There was a horse speed actually, I gotta take that.
How many people fit in your horse speed?
One? One.
Okay, because I...
Wait. Why am I drugged right now? God damn it! Sure! So, now we have to fight Yoda, I mean. Of course not.
It's kind of Yodi.
It is Yoda. He's in the swamp.
Yeah, you fight him with a stick.
It's bubbling like a giant carbonated soda. May the force be with you. So now, the force braiding, crossbow. And this is where the memorization comes in. We have now to remember those 3 spots. And you have to hit them. So 1, 2, 3.
That is 1.
That's a miss. That's 2. Where's the 3rd one? Oh, come on.
I think a little bit more down.
Let's try a little bit more down. No. It's hard if you don't memorize. So here was.
I actually just put my fingers on the screen for this.
Really? See, I always memorize it. No, okay. Oh yeah, we were way far off. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Oh, you actually started over.
No, you don't have to start over. You just get to take another peek.
Okay.
So, and now he writes us like Luke Skywalker and Yoda, actually.
Yeah, now we are the horse.
Yes, we also have a horse mask. Because... Do you feel one with the horse yet? That's awful. There is no tri-horsey. Well, he spat there, that's nasty. And now we get him his ketamine, or ketamine, however you want to call it. Because he needs that to be one with the Force. So it just parks us here. Oh, very nice, there's a horse speed.
Ooh.
That's good. And now he gets blocked, okay. Be one with the horse, wait patiently for your master.
Yeah, except another master comes and wants to catch us.
Yes. And he did catch us.
Oh, he did.
Like, we're a super rare horse, and he did. Another trainer wants to battle, but I'm out of usable horses. Gotta go.
Yeah, this man is a Pokemon master.
He is. And he's the one who gives you the weirdest side quest that will ruin every 100% run, and that is find rare horses.
Oh, is he that guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, the reason we're not running 100% is finding the rare horses. You might have better luck playing the lottery. It's... You can take 10 hours of your actual real life time and not find the horses. So,
Yeah, and
we are now jousting. And we
so
missed.
when I learned this game, when was that? March, April, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
There was actually a pretty cool cheese for jousting, but they got rid of it. You did it!
Yep.
So now you actually got to be good at jousting.
Yes. So, a weird setup is that I found the mouse on the third pose, have it like that, and then when you are at the head, you just left click. And the reason I invented the whole cheese jousting was because I wanted to test if you can actually hit them. Because I felt like a lot of times I didn't hit them. Turns out, you actually sometimes just didn't hit them. So since then I was using the scary mouse tactic and just cheesed it. I can show it off one time. I know that it doesn't work anymore, but you know, just one time to get the viewer the feel of what jousting used to be. But then they changed the horse controls. Sad. So next up is...
The hero the city deserves.
Oh yeah, oh that's a tough quest. So if you have any more donations, because I actually need to focus for that.
I don't have any donations
Or
right now.
anything you want to plug, that would
Okay,
be
sure.
greatly appreciated, yeah.
I do have something for you. I do want to mention that you are currently watching an event from the Benelux Speedrunning Gathering. We organize bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux, in the Netherlands, for speedrunners. Due to the situation surrounding COVID-19, we're currently doing our events online for the time being. This event features streamers from both the Benelux and the rest of the world, like Danjio over here coming from Germany.
Hi.
And we're bringing you entertainment during this lockdown, and definitely whenever the lockdown is over. Actually, the lockdown is pretty much over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still need to be careful. So wear your mask, people.
Is that it?
So sometimes there's a bug where your horse doesn't replenish its stamina anymore, and you're stuck with being super slow. But we are meeting right now here, Captain Middle Age.
This guy.
This guy. And as you can see, he has the Infinity Gauntlet, and he had some abs painted on his armor. So, and we need to wreak enough havoc to reach wanted level 4. Which is kind of hard. But we have a trick, so instead of wreaking havoc right here and now, we just go ahead and go to our destination first, and then wreak havoc at our destination. Much easier that way. Of course, the first time around you play this game, you don't know where to go, so you have to wreak havoc wherever you can find it. But if you're a speedrunner, this is the place to be right here. So we park our horse like that. That is a very important parking position. And then we have to step people.
Okay, yeah, the first two wanted stars are pretty easy, pretty free. And now it just gets boring. Are you killing the horse?
I'm trying
Nothing
to,
wrong.
but
To be fair, there's not enough police, and
Yeah.
we're not actually helping the population
it's
of the
not bad.
police. So, yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Poke.
Can we just stab people? Okay, 3 stars. That's good. Now we get at least more. Don't mount the horse. Come on, man. Okay, there's a knight. Well done. And now we can try to wait inside here. Maybe, I don't know. Still not 4 stars. This is very tedious. But we can reload our crossbow in the meantime. And he just did that. That's why we kill the horses, usually. But apparently I cannot hit any horse right now. The game doesn't want me to kill horses. And still... Jesus.
He's Captain Middle Age. Do you really expect him to stand still?
No, I was expecting the other guy to stand still. Middle age! Hit him! Please! For the love of God! Oh my God.
You got an interesting companion. There.
Okay, finally. So now we need to light up the iron signal. If you know what I mean. Now we have to violate the cow's rights. Boom. And who shows up? Of course, it's not Batman, it's Iron Maiden. And here is a nice thing, you can just run away from her and get her in this position.
Get her stuck even. Run to the hills.
And then just shoot her.
Yeah.
Because we can't defeat her. And now Captain Middle Age with the only tactic he can do is strip naked and shock everyone. And in the meantime we have to mount the horse pretty quickly. It worked perfectly, flawless. Didn't get a single hit. And now we have to flee the city.
Yes, I would also flee the city after having that on my horse.
Well, it's still on our horse, so...
We gotta burn the horse afterwards.
That poor horse. Okay, there we go. We're out of the city. And now we need to go up. Right? Yeah, up. Perfect. Usually we use a different route, but that was the most convenient right now. So here's
It's
our
fine.
safe house. Yeah, it's fine. Just a minor time loss.
So back to paint my horse.
Yup. There we go. Pimp the horse. Lost our 4 stars. Quest done. Now we can actually get some health regeneration going on. That might come in super useful. So we take this horse next. What is it? A charger. Charger is nice. Haven't got a charger in a long time. And now onto the second part. Here's a horse race, but we're not doing that. Onto the second part, the amazing adventures of Captain Middle Age. which is more skipping dialogue. And now, please get on the horse. Yes, very nice. There are some instances where he doesn't get on the horse, and then failing the quest is better than walking with him, because and it would still work.
Yeah, we need to go pretty far.
Okay, let's hope the horse is not in the way. Of course it is.
This man is pretty set on taking a path, and if there is a horse in the way, yeah.
Yeah.
Tough luck. Very much tough luck.
This weirdly looking monk gives us the holy hand grenade, and if you played Worms, you know what that will do. It will one-shot everything. Or it will ruin some armor. We will see. So we don't want that horse, we want our old horse back, the Charger. Thank you.
Charger's good.
Charger is decent, yeah. Better than whatever horse I usually get. There's a horse speed, but it's okay. So, onto the bishop. Getting my stick out. Because we have to just subdue non-lethally. Just quite interesting that there are non-lethal quests in this game. When so far we only had to kill people. So, this one is pretty easy. You just right here, you just right here. And we just follow him.
Did you actually kill the guy in an offer you can't refuse?
No, you actually just make him stinky.
I mean, you did kill his horse, but
yeah,
still. That counts.
But we just wanted to send him a message, right? So. No. Horses. I hate this card so much. Okay. So.
Oh, there, yeah. I remember what quest this is.
Yup. And now we have to get to the ruins, where our plan is that he will distract Iron Maiden and we will throw the Holy Hand Grenade next to Iron Maiden so we can bust her armor. So that's a solid plan.
An actual good plan, and then things happen.
Things do be happening. Stop knocking.
Nay.
Nay? That's a nice horse pun. Do chat have any horse puns?
Yeah, give me your best horse pun. Actually, I do have a horse pun for you.
Yeah? Go on.
Yeah. And it's actually not me, it's a €5 donation by Killer Chair saying, I see the runner is having a great time horsing around. Smiley face.
Horsing around. Nice one, nice one. That's a good one. So, we are now behind her, but we don't have the Holy Hand Grenades. What? So, and he doesn't know the count, so what will happen is he's cooking the grenade and then he just disintegrates himself. And now she's like, oh, you were behind me, now I'm gonna kill you. And we're like, nope, you're not. Because we're picking this one up. How did it all work? Oh my god! Game, please.
I mean, she is the Iron Maiden.
See, that worked. And now we see it is the king's daughter that is Iron Maiden. And now she will help us. Because we are the good guys now. So, discrete location, keep your wanted level at 0. This is a bit tricky because you don't want to have that card because it's super slow. So you need to steal a new horse. The problem with that is the police sees you stealing a horse. This mission is a fail. So you need to be very discreet with stealing a new horse, and then you always get cart horses, which are not great.
Never lucky.
So we just have to rely on the good old farm, and there it is, horse speeds. Thank you.
You're blocking.
I'm not blocking.
How many ambulances are in your area?
A lot, apparently. Today is a weird day. I don't know why. That's the fourth one?
Speed, yeah, fourth one, definitely.
Jesus.
Speed police, let's go.
People really want to get hurt today. Well, I'm riding under influence. Never hurts. Okay, so he gives us at least 1,000 Polish gold, so that's nice. Can we still get an upgrade for health regeneration? Thank you. Now that we have the health regeneration at halfway done, that should help us quite a lot.
So, about those jokes of you.
Yeah.
So, apparently, if I would speak in a raspy voice, I might be a little hoarse. And if I was also at sea, that would make me a horsey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jousting! So, I'm gonna show first of all the cheese way that I used to do. And it's riding up here with speed. And then usually what happened is it would turn around the right way, not the left way like it did before. Also I missed the checkpoint, but you turn around and then just hit them in the back. But now we actually have to do it this way. You have to wait, horse heads, we win. So
You're really good at timing that.
yeah. So this is obviously the faster way without the cheese, but the cheese just looks so funny.
And it's a little bit easier to do, because this is not the easiest. It's actually difficult.
So we line it up, wait for the horse head. That is victory. We have to do that 2 more times.
Well,
So
good luck with that. I do have a message from a friend of ours, Captain GMT.
Okay.
He donated 50 euros saying, loving all the runs so far. Good luck, runner, and don't forget to enjoy.
Yeah, thanks for the 50 bucks, mate.
Yeah, you better enjoy. And that donation went to the Final Fantasy X2 HD any% music and fan service cutscenes, because if you know anything about Final Fantasy X-2, it's the fan service. And that bit currently is 5, correctly. We're 85 euros out of 100 away from it, so if we can get 50 more, that will definitely happen.
If you're riding on a horse to the carnival, are you the main attraction then?
I'll make you the main attraction.
Get it? Horse main? It was a pun.
No, I didn't.
Ah, Jesus Christ. So,
Failure.
the Tyrus. 2-0 for us. So 1 more. So this is actually a really solid setup. That doesn't fail me. There you go. Look how much added ammo I get. And we had so much trouble finding some before. It's incredible. So, we're nearly done with the run. There's 2 more quests. So we need the armor. And yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't need any skills anymore, so let's get the horse there. And is the horse toys? Come on. Really? You have to do me like that? No, 3 more quests, right? Yeah, 3 more quests. Oh, no, 2. And there's horse speed. Brilliant.
Are you sure that it's the old one and not just a new one?
Yeah, because it's the bald guy blues.
Okay, I believe that immediately.
So this is where we have to trail people.
From the docks.
Yes.
I remember the start of it, but not how the rest went.
So you trail a courier, he tells you to go to the cemetery. At the cemetery this guy will teleport to gravestones, and then he will tell you where Herb is, and then the major plot twist come in.
Whoa.
And then it's personal. So yeah, here are the docks.
Where could he be?
I don't know. Oh look, there he is. So we're keeping our distance, of course. So if you want to plug something, go ahead.
I do. If you want to stay updated with our events, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle BSG Marathon, which is without the underscore. Get a behind the scenes look at the event, and stay up to date with the latest news of our marathons, our events, and more we do. We're also in the progress of uploading all of our thoughts to the YouTube channel over at youtube.com/BSG Marathon. So be sure to check it out, drop a follow on, or a subscription on YouTube, because we will give you 1 video per day. We're currently uploading BSG 5 from all the way back in 2016, but we'll be uploading the current events later this month.
So traffic accident, where we play on our loot.
I do see he's almost at his destination.
Yep. So we are switching back to our sword.
He knew.
He knew all along, and he brought friends with him. Oh, God damn it. Okay.
I believe these guys were actually problematic to fight. Not problematic, but a little bit difficult.
So now we're gonna hit him with our... No, with our stick. Oh no, we can actually hit him with a sword. We just have to be careful that we don't kill him.
Oh yeah, we don't... We can't kill him, that's it. It's a double hit that kind of killed him.
Yep. Oh, we did it. We're good. So we lost our armor, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was like, are you fighting him with a... what is it, a banjo?
Yeah, I tried to hit him with a lute, but it didn't work.
Lute, yeah. Not a banjo.
So now we are at the graveyard. So
And this is
using some sort of smoke bomb.
the Reaper of the Grim.
And he's using a smoke bomb. And now we have to find him at one of the graves.
Where could he be? Woo.
Woo! Look at that! They placed armor here. Incredible. And he only spawns when you're with the torch next to him.
Again.
There he is. And I assume he's going back to the left? Yeah. And then he's going up. And then he's like, okay, let's talk. So, and he tells us Herb is now on the way to some house doing something naughty. And we know what it is. He is going to the house where Buddy lives and I live.
Well, live. It's a hideout.
Yeah, well, you still live in a hideout, do you? So, there they have him captured. And Herb is like, give up, dude. And we're like, no way, we're not giving up. And Buddy is dead.
Aww.
And we just threw that into some TNT.
Yeah, now we gotta run because everyone hates us right now.
Yep. But the good thing is we have horse speed, so they won't catch us. Unless all the horses decide to run into me. But they don't anymore. Haha.
Guess where we're going? Home to Mama.
Back to Mama. We're such a Mama boy. Oh, come on. Trees, please. So, now the most important thing. We have to get this frame perfect trick. Up, no. Close, very close.
Way too early.
If we don't get this, horse speed will despawn. Nice! We got it!
Ooh,
will he still despawn though? I don't know. I don't think he will despawn because now we're on a horse. And the game should save the state that we're on a horse. It does!
Ooh, sweet.
Unless it's going to despawn now and we have to take 4 hoof, but I don't think so.
So,
yeah, if you mess up this trick, you lose horse speed and you lose a lot of time riding with a slow horse. But we have a quick horse.
and now everyone is after us. Some places are actually blocked off, and you can't go through, or not easily. But we do need to find a way back to the other island, to the jousting tournament, and settle this once and for all.
Exactly. Also, you can't cheese this mission. You can't just blow up the pimp a horse. Wait. I did a switch back to the loot. I wanted to shoot. So we can just do this. But even though horse speed is now not regenerating any stamina, we're still faster than on a 4 hoof, so that's nice. So we have full armor. Our horse speed isn't hurt. And that's the automatic crossbow, now we are reloading it. Amazing that I missed all of the shots.
You tried.
There it is. So, we've done it. Get off the horse. And now to the final boss of the game. Yay! So they want to arrest us now, but she says no, let him fight. For my hand. And now she's like, go you! And now, of course, we have to do some jousting. Once again. The Black Knight versus the White Knight. Kind of thing. He's at least in the black armor, so, you know.
Yeah, it's like the green.
Versus guy. Now we just joust like that. There's 1-0. And promptly followed by a 2-0.
And one more hit.
Don't line it up.
Oh, now your horse is actually pooping.
Yeah, in jousting it poops all the time.
I love it.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
So now Herb is saying, screw it, we are fighting it out. And that
like
means people are giving us poop. So he is now trying to hide behind, and we use that.
Yeah. Fight like a tree hugger. Keep forgetting that.
Yep. And if he's blocking again, we can just throw some... What was that?
When is he throwing the thing, or is that when he's at half health?
Can he please attack me? Oh wow, he didn't want... He's blocking everything right now.
It's not the nicest herb.
Nope, nope. It's really not nice right now. See, as soon as we switch to a sword, he goes away.
Yeah, that's what I was
there
thinking.
we have it.
Take a good distance away. Okay, get ready on time, I guess. When do we get time
Not
again?
quite. Not yet, not yet.
Oh, yeah.
We beat him, definitely. So... And now we're about to kill him. The good thing is he didn't spawn his goons because we basically skipped that phase more or less. With a quick kill. And get ready on time. Time.
GG! It's a 149 something.
149
Then.
something. Oh shit, I skipped the cutscenes. Oh well. Well, we get an end cutscene though. My lady. An urgent letter from your son. Oh, how nice. Too bad I can't read. This is an occurring joke that guy can't read. And his mom apparently can't read either, so, you know.
That's where he got it from. And you get 20 skill points, which
Yep.
is...
And we
quite
get a
lot.
crown.
Yeah, we're now a prince.
Yes.
Crown prince, even.
We are now a prince. We get 20 skill points for finishing the game, where you don't even need 20 skill points anymore. So we can
And you
now
know what?
summon
We're
a
actually
horse.
I think we could make the leaderboards now, since the game is coming out.
That's allowed. Bicycle. No. So, yeah, no, that was the run. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank Rickert for being the commentator for today.
You're welcome.
I want to thank BSG for having me with this run, of course.
Want to
And,
thank the developers for making a funny game like this.
Yeah, that as well. And yeah, that was it from me.
If you want to get into the action with this game, we don't have a Discord of ourselves, but we are in the developers Discord that you can find on the Steam page. There is a Steam page for this game. And who knows, we'll have a leaderboard soon and all that fun stuff. And are there any final words you have to say? Because I do have something else for you.
I don't have anything to say anymore, no.
Okay. Because we do have Nazik who has something to say.
Okay.
Because they donated 30 euros, saying, "The game I never knew I needed. You're doing a great job, Danjio. Love from Belgium."
Yeah, Sideways Germany, always loving it. Yeah, no, I didn't know I need the game either until I saw it, and I'm like, that looks like a fun game. And from the casual, I'm like, hold up, this is actually a fun speed game because you can just rush through the quests pretty quick with good execution. So I picked it up as a speedrun.
There's still so much more that needs to be found.
Oh yeah.
Like, you came in, you did a lot of stuff, and then I came in, I found some stuff that benefited.
True.
But okay, we should probably get over with the marathon, or get on with the marathon. Next up is a race between... Gotta find names. The DJ1 and Dying Kato in Cyber Shadow. There are still some donation incentives open for that, so if you're fast, you can do that. Other than that, stay tuned. We're gonna go to intermission, play for ads, and I'll also be signing off as host. Have a good one.
Bye.